So, before further ado, I want to introduce our first speaker, which is Sumayra, who's sitting over there. She's a super talented woman. She's a mother. She's got a couple of degrees. She's an advocate for equality and anti-discrimination. She's super creative. She's a poet and creative writing, some of which has been published. And her cycling journey has taken her to new adventures, and some of them have offered her some unexpected new opportunities. And I'm hoping tonight she will tell us all about those opportunities. So can you all give a big clap for our first speaker?
Oh, this is not intimidating at all. It's such an honour to be here amongst all you amazing women. Thank you. Can you hear me? Good. So I wanted to use this space to celebrate the amazing individuals that have been instrumental in my cycling journey leading up to this day. Anna. Who knows Anna? Everyone knows Anna. She's the community coordinator for Station South, and she doesn't know this, but I admired her from afar from about 5 years ago when I'd see her rocking up to a baby group week after week. She's on her bike with her kids in the chariot. And I thought I was doing a great job with my 3 children, all under the age of 2, 1 in the sling, 2 in a double buggy. I was like, yeah, proud mama. And then I'd see Anna bursting through the doors on her bike with all the confidence in the world, and I really admired that, and it's inspiring. Fast forward 5 years, and I'd taken my daughter to an initiative that Anna was part of to get her bike checked at Bluebell Green, which is a local park down here. And Anna took the opportunity to tell me about some other initiatives that she was involved in the community, and she told me about the women in the workshop sessions, and that was bike maintenance, and I was all over that because I'd got on my bike and never checked my bike over, wouldn't know what to do if anything went wrong. Sorry, I just realised you're looking at that. Crazy pictures. So yeah, I wouldn't have a clue what to do if anything went wrong, so I was all over it. And it was sessions for women delivered by women. Here in this funky venue for free with complimentary tea and coffee. So I booked into every session, and this time it was baby number 2 in the sling. And that's when I met Ursula and Jo, amazing women delivering these bike maintenance workshops. And I felt so empowered week after week come in, and they boosted my confidence to no end with all their knowledge and their experience. And they didn't just encourage me, they didn't just accommodate me, they encouraged me, and they were supportive and they were patient. So I really appreciate that, having the baby in the sling and doing these workshops. And a shout out to the women that were the participants of the workshop as well, who were kind enough to support me through navigating my way through tyre punctures whilst breastfeeding single-handedly, with hands-free. Yeah, I did that. So yeah, there was some like, are you okay? Can you manage? But we got through it. And that is at the heart of women empowering other women, and that's definitely something that needs to be celebrated. Emily Holmes, shout out to Emily. I saw you somewhere. Emily's from Cycling UK. They provide funding, and she's supporting lots of initiatives in the community to get people active on their bikes. And every interaction that I've had with you, Emily, has been wonderful. You've got a wealth of knowledge which you share in such a gentle, kind and impartial way. So thank you for signposting me and putting me on to other women who are doing such amazing work in the community. Circling back around to Anna. This is really Anna heavy, but she's amazing. She encouraged me to apply for a place on her course as a cycling instructor, and I've just completed that. And so thanks. Come on, guys, make some noise. So there's Liz at Transport for Greater Manchester. They funded the training, and Liz is also amazing, and she's really approachable, supportive, knowledgeable. And I just wanted to say thank you to all the women that I've come across. And they have all incidentally been women that have just been so forward in supporting me in my journey. So in a very short space of time, I went from being a novice, somebody who just cycled from time to time, to getting trained as a cycling instructor. It's very strange. And it's really early days, and I'm yet to get pedaling as an instructor, but the wheels are firmly in motion. I'm not sorry for those puns. But to everyone I've mentioned, and for those who I haven't because I'm limited in time, I am using this platform as a way to thank you and to celebrate you all, because your love, your passion, your kindness, your energy, that's what moves me. Thanks to Beth, Hannah, and I'm learning that Ladypedal is massive, and there's people that I haven't even mentioned, people that I've had communications with. You know, every interaction again with everyone at Ladypedal has been pleasant and uplifting. Hannah, as a mechanic, I've seen you go to work on bikes, and that in itself is inspiring. So I love to express myself through creative writing, so naturally I wrote a poem to deliver tonight for you guys here. And I'd love to have an open dialogue with you, not all of you at the same time, but yeah, if I haven't waffled too much at the end, if there's time, please do ask me any and all questions. There's nothing off limits. Yeah, so please do ask me any questions that you want to. And I'll try and answer in a non-waffly way. So here's my cycling poem. Ooh, heart's beating. Right. More than just a vehicle of transportation, I rode myself away from a bad situation. I left that life to gain liberation. I took to my wheels with no hesitation. Down to the bones, stripped bare with no wealth, no love, no life, not even good health. No means to get about, just a bike to my name. One small bag and freedom was my aim. This bike, it means a lot to me. See me through some dark days and misery. When I felt trapped, it's helped me be free. Been blinded with no way out, it's helped me see. It's helped me figure out who I really want to be. It's helped me not to care about what people believe. A woman on a bike, brown skin and a scarf. People stop and stare, some point, some laugh. But the feeling I get when I'm riding through the breeze, in that moment there's no hardship. My mind is at ease. Empty head, clear heart. Empty head, clear heart, where am I? Sorry. Yeah, that's what happens when you have technology. Let's go from a woman on a bike, brown skin and a scarf. People stop and stare, some point, some laugh. But the feeling I get when I'm riding through the breeze, in that moment there's no hardship. My mind is at ease. Empty head, clear heart, all my problems just freeze. Not suffocating in the chaos, I can deeply breathe. And after more than a decade in a different space, same set of wheels, but there's light on my face. A wonderful husband and 2 daughters to chase. Jump on the bikes, there's no time to waste. Family outings, we're out to explore. People still stare, but we choose to ignore. Baby in the sling and my daughter by my side. Hubby leads the way towards the horizon we ride. The sun sets, but there's fun yet to be had. The 4 of us together on our bikes, we must be mad. And when I need to travel with a heavy load, I hook up my chariot and off we go. This cycling malarkey is fun and useful, and as my wheels turn, I'm feeling something quite youthful. Can't stop, won't stop, I'm a model for my kids, showing them there's more than one way to be fit. We don't need to pollute the air with our car, we can jump on our bikes and get pretty far. Walking can be hard, on the bikes it's much quicker. Focus on the riding makes it hard for us to bicker. It's rare to be cycling and in a bad mood, because we're often out for fun or we're out for food. This journey with my bike you'd never know was so deep, shifting through gears to get up hills that are steep, but mostly cruising through life with a great big smile. I hope we'll continue to be riding for some while. Thank you to you guys. Thank you. I'll put my phone away now. I feel a bit naked now, I'm not hiding behind the phone. But yes, please do if you have any questions. And if you can't think of anything right now, you can grab me at any point. Hi.
Oh, yes, I was just going to say thank you so much, Sumayra. And yeah, if you've got questions, was that Tuba? Have you got a question?
Yeah. So I just wondered if you faced any backlashes from your community, because as a Muslim, growing up in a Muslim society, I experienced that. I wonder what it's like over here.
Over here in Manchester specifically,
in Manchester,
or in the UK?
Yeah.
So it's an interesting question because I've met with a couple of women who cycle who also wear a scarf from the Muslim community, and their experiences have been massively different to mine. My dad taught me to ride a bike when I was like 5, down what you guys call a ginnel. An alleyway, basically. I tried that word, ginnel. Anyway, that I rode the bike. I don't remember getting on the bike after that. I remember it being a bit stressful. And I actually started riding. My daughter, who's 5 now, she was on a balance bike, and the joy that it brought her to be on that bike, that's what encouraged me to I had the bike, but it encouraged me to cycle more. And interestingly, the bike that you're seeing in the pictures, that's a bike that I had when I lived back in Milton Keynes, from a previous situation. But I brought that here to Manchester when I moved here, when I got married and moved here. And even my husband was like, "Are you going to ride a bike with a scarf on?" And I was like, "What?" Because I came from Milton Keynes, never had any, and it never even occurred to me. Never occurred to me at all. So I felt that more here with the community, but not my own circle. Never from my family, never from my wider community, the Muslim community that I'm part of. I never felt it. But I have heard that people do face kind of discrimination and these stereotypes that women shouldn't ride, and Muslim women that wear scarves shouldn't ride, and it's not ladylike and all of those things. But I mean, I wouldn't say that I'm an activist. I wouldn't, I just do what feels good to me. And as long as I'm not hurting anybody, I don't really pay into those stereotypes and that discrimination. Just get on with it. Thank you for that question.
Oh, thank you for that wonderful answer. Have we got any more questions from anyone else? Yes?
I just wanted to ask, do you have a favourite place where you go cycling, a favourite route?
So when I first moved to Manchester, lots of people kept talking about the loop or the floop, and I was like, what is this magical thing, the floop? And I was really like, where is it? What is it? What's happening here? And then when I actually found it, which is not hard to find, it runs directly under here. I quite like riding on the loop. But more recently, becoming, my baby, doing the cycling instructor course, and obviously with Anna as well, she took me out on the roads, and I've never ridden on the road before. That is just so liberating to just kind of own that space. I know that we are secondary, like cars are the priority on the roads, but to own your position and to be confident as a cyclist on the road, that was really liberating. So now I feel that's kind of opened up more opportunities for me to get around and not be so scared. But Manchester's quite nice. Most of Levy is really nice to cycle in, and there's a big cycling community. So not any favourites, but yeah, the loop is a good one. Thank you.
And any more questions from anyone? Oh, yes, this lady.
Oh, yeah, loads of plans. Let's see what happens. So I was hoping to get straight into cycling, but obviously you've seen I've got 2 kids. They're 5 and 1 and a bit, 1.5. So wherever I can kind of work around that, I would love to be instructing. I'd love to be working in schools. I'd love to be working in the community. Anna's doing some amazing work with women in the community, and I'd just love to get on board with everything and anything. So if you've got opportunities, throw them at me, for sure.
Brilliant. Any more questions? Anyone? Oh yeah, one at the back, yes.
Not a question, it's a request.
Oh, yes.
I loved your poem so much.
Thank you.
I've been thinking about how bikes can be freedom and pleasure and freedom and resistance, and your poem was like perfect in summing that up. So can you publish it somewhere? At least on social media, if not, or something like that.
Sure. I don't know how I'd go about that. My poetry, I've delivered my poetry in events like this, but never really published anything. I've had it on delivered on radio. But yeah, I guess if anybody's out there that knows how I would go about that, please do get in touch. It's a very personal poem. In the beginning, I talk about riding away from a bad situation, and actually my bike, which is the same bike from 10 years ago to now, has been so significant to me in kind of leaving a situation where I was just reduced to nothing and didn't recognise myself, being in a relationship that just wasn't right for me. And actually the bare bones of it is that I decided to leave, and the only means that I had to get out was a bike and the bag, and just that one bag, and just rode out of there. So it is significant, and now in a better space, in a different space, being liberated and empowered, and with a family and friends that cycle, it's amazing. Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
so it's just because I've moved, so in case you wonder where I am. Do we have any more questions? Okay, so thank you so much, Sumayra, and we were just going to let you know that poem was amazing, and we will publish it on the Ladypedal socials if Sumayra's okay with that.
Yeah, definitely.
Can we all have a last round of applause for Sumayra?
Thank you so much.